Welcome to the Subkarma channel. My name is James Holmes and I'm a branding consultant in Taiwan. Every good brand has a history. I would even argue that every good brand has its own story, a journey that explains and justifies what the brand is today. In this episode, I will take you on my own personal journey here, as I attempt to make sense of the Taiwan brand. But before we start, remember to tickle that subscribe button and share your comments below. Cue the intro. We've all had our experience of Taiwan, and it has shaped the way we view this land. Some have been here from the start, some have known it from afar. My journey here has been fairly straight, experiencing, understanding what makes Taiwan great. I've enjoyed and treasured most of my time here, so here's my journey in a few simple lines. 16 hours on the plane's enough to drive a man insane. Think Hello Kitty seats, funny looking things to eat, and I'm just wondering, as I get my stamp at CKS, what kind of mess I'm in. Will I have any regrets? Cause I'm in this for the long run. Could be bad, but I'm hoping for some fun. At least I've left the sadness of the rain for a big hot sticky sun. It's not quite the same. Taxi dude in his yellow Toyota is looking at me like I'm a white Yoda, but he speaks some English to my relief as he looks at me with his red stained teeth. Found out later it was betel nut that is chewed and spat into a paper cup. Not for me, thanks friendly mate, I'd rather stick to my Colgate. Took 2 short hours down the freeway, where I got to see my whole life replay. Yo taxi man, you got driving skills, at least just enough for us not to get killed. So I stepped out in Taichung with my plans alive, ready to explore this bustling hive. There were lights, sounds, unfamiliar smells, tofu, chicken, but Manchurian as well. A symphony of life and of a city in a bustle. Beginning of my new life, I was gonna have to hustle, teaching English for kids in a bushy band where I'd be labeled as a local white guaran. Money was easy for a couple of terms. Kids with runny noses spreading their germs. Time to move on for something bigger and new. Introduced by a friend to Mr. Chu. He offered me a job in downtown Chunan, where everybody spoke a dialect from Henan. They call it Hakka, and I said okay. Then I realized couldn't understand what they said. Taiwan is a place where variety can be seen from the north, the south, and the east. The culture here is deep and diverse, and living in Chunan, I was totally immersed. Eating fried ants as a delicacy. I had to try it once, but they got stuck in my teeth. After 2 years in manufacturing and a bit of experience in global marketing, I headed up the coast to look for something cool. Was determined not to be a white guy in a school. Dropped my bags in the capital city. Time to settle before the end of the century. Y2K was around the corner and I was looking forward to climbing the Tower 101. 89 floors, more than 500 meters of steel windows and doors. Taiwan is a place of great sights and sounds, and they can build a skyscraper on wobbly ground. Earthquake and typhoons, that's not a problem. We got more PhDs than Madonna sold albums. It was back in the year 2004 when I returned to the UK, but I came back for more. Don't get me wrong, I think London's alright, but you could never buy a coffee at any time of night, not as convenient as the 7-Eleven, and to be honest, I miss my green tea and lemon. There is something special about this little place that makes us smile and pull that silly face. And don't forget, you will not be in danger walking late at night surrounded by strangers. Cannot even recount how many times that I've taken the train and left my wallet behind. And when you go back to customer service, they hand it back to me with a smile and a kiss. Wishful thinking, Taiwanese are prude. Getting too close is considered as rude. Keep your distance and stay clean and polite. Take it from me, that's how I met with my wife. And when it comes down to etiquette, there are some things that I'll never forget. You can use chopsticks, that's very nice, but remember not to plump them in your bowl of rice. Other than that, there is one more rule for the foreign businessman, not to look like a fool. When you take your card to avoid looking dumb, make sure you hold it up using both of your thumbs. Taiwan is a place of stability, one of Asia's few democracies. People have the right to complain, to strike, and where members of parliament love to fight. The country is run by the blues and the greens, and for an outsider it is hard to see how most of the political debate centers around the Taiwan Strait, and people will argue about what to say. Taiwan Formosa or Chinese Taipei. The issue's been going on for 40 years, stoking up anger and causing fear. 台湾是个非常漂亮的岛，坏人小偷非常的少，技术很强，制造也棒，但我们的品牌没有做得很好。虽然我的皮肤有一点白，但是我想我比你还台。台湾也是我的国家，在这边跟我弟弟长大，25年，真的太快，一直质变，发展品牌。如果可以让时间变慢，一起努力好吗？提醒台湾。Taiwan and I have come a long way. 25 years this time last May. The country has grown from the island I've known to be passionate and strong. And I know I'm not wrong when I say that our brand will be big one day. And this, with my whole heart, I'll pray. Thank you for watching, and God bless.